Chapter 18. Stella? She mumbled groggily. Is that you? She waited a few seconds for an answer. Slappy froze, still crumpled on the floor, surrounded by fallen books. Georgia shut her eyes. Her head dropped softly back onto the pillow. Slappy let out a sigh of relief. He didn't like close calls. He pulled himself to his feet, straightened his bow tie, pulled down the cuffs of his sports jacket. One last glance at Georgia. She was sleeping soundly again, dark hair falling over her face. Slappy tiptoed to the door. He looked up and down the hall, then he crept into Stella's room. He blinked at the heavy darkness. She had thick curtains drawn over the window, blocking out the moonlight. Slappy stood in the doorway for a few moments, waiting for his eyes to adjust. Then he shuffled slowly to the bed. To his surprise, the bedspread had fallen to the floor. He caught himself just before tripping over it. Blinking in the darkness, he saw two pillows in the center of the bed, the sheet and blanket rumpled. No Stella? She wasn't in bed. A call from across the room made him spin around. A light flashed on. Huh? Slappy only had time to gasp. Then Stella, still dressed, still in jeans and a sweater, her purple cap pulled down over her red hair. Stella, still dressed, her eyes wide with fury, her mouth set in a furious scowl. Stella, carrying a long-handled axe between both hands, the blade gleaming in the light from the ceiling, sparkling so brightly. The axe blade dazzling Slappy for a moment, freezing him in place, as if hypnotizing him. Stella came charging across the room. With a roar of fury, she raised the axe high. Slappy watched the blade float up like a glowing star, and then Stella roared again as she swung the blade down. Aye! Slappy opened his mouth in a howl of pain as the first swing sliced through his shoe, split his foot in two. He tried to squirm away, but he couldn't move. Beneath the cap, Stella's eyes bulged with fury as she raised the big axe again and brought it down on top of Slappy's head. Over his scream, he heard the crack, the ugly sound of wood splitting. The red lights flashed in front of him, brighter, brighter. The pain shot through his head, down his body. I'm gone, Slappy realized. I never stood a chance.